Hey YouTube, I was asked by an awesome YouTuber, Old School 81, to give a thoughts and impression on a Neo Geo game called Sengoku 2, produced by SNK for the MVS and the AES and also CD. It's rated at a whopping 74 megs, and it was brought out in 1993. Basically, the plot is a monarch awoke, got some evil powers, raised some sleeping souls to basically fuck shit up. A princess foresees in the future two flamboyant looking warriors that will be able to save the world. There you go. Let's begin. As you can see, you can actually ride a horse, different attacks. You can also transform into 3 different characters. One, a ninja, which is probably the worst fucking ninja ever created. Probably went to like an online dojo. A dog, which is semi-useful, and the Tengu, which is a combatant with a bow staff. Now, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This princess foresaw 2 guys dressed as the village people behind a bar late at night as to be the ones to go and save the world. Where the fuck was SNK's head at this point in time when they were making this game? But I digress. As you can see, she's telling you that to go, you've got a couple people with you, meaning the transformations. Starting at 1570X because that fucking existed. Now from first start, you can see the graphics are actually really good. Also, through the game, when you destroy certain enemies, you'll be able to collect these various colored orbs, and they give you temporary power upgrade to your weapon or a magical ability. And I'll show you the transformations. Here's the ninja. Here's the dog. I just got my ass whipped. And of course the warrior. As you can see, that's really cool. You can actually lock swords. Here's the Tengu. And as you see, you transform to different stages and all, which is really cool. That's a nice graphical effect. It basically reminds me, as you see that was an orb, and you see that it powered up my weapon. It kind of reminds me of like a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon samurai type movie, which is, I guess, is really cool. Now, like I said, this is Sengoku 2. It's the sequel. The first Sengoku was, I would say, piss poor, dishwater dull bullshit. It had a lot of nice concepts in it, but it just failed to hold your attention or bring anything new to the genre of beat-em-ups. Because beat-em-ups are not SNK's forte. They're reserved really for fighting games. But they actually did make a couple, which is actually, this one is really good. And like I said, the graphics stand out. They're really nice compared to the first one. As you can see, watch right here. That's the magical ability. My only minor gripe, though, with the game is the characters themselves should receive a couple more frames of animation, because sometimes at points they feel a little stiff. But that's just kind of a minor gripe. The major gripe is the usefulness of the transformations that you have. That they're really not that good. Because really, you really will stick to your the main character in the game. This is 2-player simultaneous. got a lot of wide variety of enemies, but it does get repetitive at times because games in the 90s were like that. The enemies basically looked the same. They were, repetitive. Because that's what they did back then. So I can accept something like that. Damn, I'm doing fucking horrible. The game really isn't that hard. It's basically just knowing the patterns. Like in any side-scrolling beat 'em up, it's really not that hard. Because most SNK games are extremely difficult because they were meant to just eat your quarters. But this game isn't really that bad. It's just me that's playing like shit right now. I like the various graphical effects of them disappearing and the souls coming out of their bodies and returning. I like a lot of sound effects like the clanging from the swords. Right here we encounter the first boss. The first transformation is pretty straightforward. It's nothing really too difficult. As you can see, you can do deflections, which is really cool. And that's by holding A and B, you can do a block, but there's no way to low block, which to me is kind of odd. And the first boss is destroyed. Now we're going to 1940X, because that fucking existed. Like I said, the graphics are the ones that really stand out the most. They're really crisp, they're clean, very colorful. Makes the overall game look really nice. Now, do I recommend this game? Yes. If you have a Neo Geo AES or MVS, I highly recommend you pick it up. Because like I said, SNK is not known for their beat 'em ups, and this is actually one of their best. Now, like I always say, I don't recommend emulation at all, because I'd rather actually play on the real hardware. But if you don't have access to the actual hardware, then sure, try it out. I don't think you'd be disappointed. But you always have to look at it from the standpoint of what games were in the 90s. Alright, basically that concludes my overview of this game. Like I said, I want to thank Old School 81 for asking me to basically do a thoughts and impression on this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, check this game out in any way, shape, or form you can. I don't think you'll be disappointed. take care.